presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Prime Time contest between the visiting team and these guys defending their home turf. On the visitor's sideline, a look at their head coach. His guys a confident 4-2, a third of the way into this season. And across the way, we get a glance at their head coach. His guys with the crowd at their backs, and things only going to get louder once this game begins. Kate Scott and Brock, you were on the call with you today. Ball teed up and ready. Monday Night Prime Time is underway. As this at the 6. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be let out by someone that we'll get a look at here, this second-year passer.
Two numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, and he took great care of the football. And, of course, he cares less about those two numbers. He's more about the alphabet, like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Well, these guys have gotten off to a hot start, Brock, in spite of these injuries that have occurred along the way.
You know what, Kate? If you and I traveled to every training camp, I think we'd hear the same thing. Next man up, next man up. These teams know it. The players know it. You hear the talk, but then you got to walk it, and this team is. I know it's early, but this is looking like a group that could be built for a playoff run as long as this list doesn't go too much longer.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. This gets the 1st and more. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down. Play action. That's brought in by White. And no yak this time. They got on him quickly, down at the 32-yard line. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Running back sent in motion. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they take this in for the score. These guys finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
That one right down the middle. And these guys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Washington now to return. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they'll be let out by their 4th-year quarterback.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team-first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another carry for him. Escapes the defender. Dancing past him. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. They give it to him again. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short pass brought in. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Might be able to start their game with a score here, Brock. This is 1st and goal. Goal to go. It's a pass play. And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. These guys finish off their opening drive. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one splits the uprights. And his guys start off well to tie things 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25. So here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. Offense to the line. Here we go. It's a design boot. He's got a man left. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Throwing now off the play action. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out, and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from this one right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Giving up a touchdown on that last possession, you've got to come back and answer. And they found one on the last couple plays. Recovered a little footing for themselves here defensively and put this offense behind the sticks.
Punty muted out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's just going to fair catch this one. That's brought in at the 39-yard line. The home teams and their running back about to get back to work. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. They'll run here on 1st down. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. 1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. QB sneak coming. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. This is Reed working the right side. And he's going to be drugged down. It looks like at that 37-yard line. All set now. 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. He dodged the tackle. Keeps it moving. He makes it in for the touchdown.
That's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
Looking to tack on the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And these guys break that tie and now lead by 7. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here comes their offense out again. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. Airing it out to start this drive. Hits him on the out route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that gives him the first.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
It's going to be 2nd and 3 when we return from our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 2nd and 3 now. Now looking to throw. Brought in right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Sending a tight end in motion left. Throwing it again here. Finds a man right side. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Looking right, and he finds him. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Back now, pressure coming. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. 4th down, pass coming. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. That's complete to Reed. Out left. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Dump off caught by his back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
And he's tackled for a short gain. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Second down now, 7 to go. Still sticking with the passing game. He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. To the air on third and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Throwing here just before halftime. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Lots to talk about from the weekend that was. This a fitting capper to a compelling week. So let's get after it. Our tour of the NFL starts now. It begins out west. Southern California is where we find the Chargers at home to take on Indianapolis. And this is Jonathan Taylor. He's going to take it in, 18 yards away. It's a touchdown. The Colts up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos. They're hosting the New York Football Giants. And this is the Giants wideout. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. Make it a 70-yard touchdown grab. Lastly, let's go out to Arrowhead. The Chiefs taking on the Raiders. And it's Patrick Mahomes. He's going to find his man, and he did plenty of that. One of 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Chiefs have no problems in this one. They get it done in blowout fashion. There's a look at the rest of the scores from Week 7. Baltimore and Buffalo not pictured. They are on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Story is halfway told. Let's see what the back half has in store as we get started in the third quarter. Washington now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. And he's been used as much as some of their top pass catchers this season. Look at this. He's sitting second right now among all NFL backs in receiving yards. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. These guys have gotten off to a hot start, Brock, in spite of these injuries that have occurred along the way.
You know what, Kate? If you and I traveled to every training camp, I think we'd hear the same thing. Next man up, next man up. These teams know it. The players know it. You hear the talk, but then you got to rock it, and this team is. I know it's early, but this is looking like a group who could be built for a playoff run as long as this list doesn't go too much longer.
Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And they're going to have a first down now.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end. because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got third down now coming up. Here he goes, third and long. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Fourth down, they're going to throw for it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
First and 10 now from the 46. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Hits his running back. And they get this down to the 28. To the line and set. Here we go. First down. Looking in the air here. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. One of the tight ends in motion left. Throwing out to the left. Cut! And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Handoff now from the gun. And he robs that tackler. And that's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. Carter has the touchdown. These guys start the second half with some needed points. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Now the PAT try coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And his guys cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Thomas on the return. Jukes away from one. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Their offense ready to take the field now. They've ripped off 4 straight wins, and if this lead holds, that's going to be 5 before we know it. They'll throw it here on 1st. Finds the in route complete. And nothing doing after the catch, but a good gain on it. They're down to the 35. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's just a field goal game right now. Still a lot that can happen. All set to go now from the 35. To the air now on 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Gets him on the quick hitter. And it looks like he's going to be marked just a little shy of that first down. Ball at the 41, 3rd and short. They're going to try and throw it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they're left with 4th and short. They'll send out the punting unit. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Oh, and they fake it. And no success on the fake punch. That's way too tough to connect on the throw. That's a turnover on downs.
A bunch of these punters in the NFL today, I guarantee you, go back in the Wayback Machine, and they were quarterbacks back in high school. The difference now, well, they use their legs a lot more than their arm, and it showed right there. That was a dangerous call to go for it. Try to throw a pass, and it sure blew up in their face.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. He'll throw it. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. The home teams back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give on the counter. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Here's a throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Handoff now out of the gun. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll go play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first. It stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Sent back to their own side of the field on that last play. Some ground to make up here on 2nd. Back to throw now. Got a man. It's Thomas. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he barrels across for the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Kicking team out to try the extra points. Extra point set right down the middle. And these guys make it a 10-point ball game. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25. This offense ready to get going again now. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. They'll throw to begin this drive. On the left side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys down by 10. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. Back to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 6.
Looking to throw here. Connects on the crosser. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
He's going to throw it again. Hits him on the out route. And they're on him right away with that tackle. The stop comes at the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Finds him on the crossing route. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone on 1st. Catch is made in close. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal will tie this game in the 4th. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the hands team comes up big. They get hit on the win. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. The home team's headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Design quarterback run here. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And this winning streak continues to grow as they claim their 4th victory in a row. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. This celebration begins for our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.